Why does one home sell for hundreds of thousands more than a nearly identical one just down the street? It usually isn't luck, and it usually isn't timing the market. More often, it comes down to who's standing behind the sale and whether they know what actually moves a home at this level. With over 3.5 decades of selling real estate on the Monterey Peninsula, I've learned there are 7 strategies that separate a great sale from a disappointing one. They aren't obvious, and honestly, many agents never learn them. At the Carmel Luxury Group, they're the foundation of how we sell every home we represent. In this video, I'll walk you through all 7. Stay with me to the end, because the 7th is the one most sellers never hear about, and it's often where the deal is won or lost. I'm William Smith, founding broker of the Carmel Luxury Group at Coldwell Banker Realty here on the Monterey Peninsula. Over 36 years, I've represented sellers from Carmel and Carmel Valley to Big Sur, Pebble Beach, and just about everywhere in between. So here they are: presentation, price, the launch, the agent network, digital visibility, local presence, and negotiation. When these 7 work together, your home gets its strongest possible shot at the market. When they're missing, you may never know what the sale left behind. Let's start with the first, and it might be the most important of all. Strategy 1, a first impression that commands attention. Here's what's changed. A buyer forms an opinion about your home before they ever walk through the door, usually on their phone, often months before they reach out to anyone. In the luxury market, that's even more true. Buyers at this level have seen hundreds of listings. They can tell the difference between a home that was rushed online and one that was genuinely prepared, and they can tell in seconds. So before your home is ever photographed, we figure out what actually makes it distinctive, who the likely buyer is, and how to present it so it lands with that buyer emotionally, not just logically. Professional photography, a written story that lets someone imagine living there, every detail pointing the same direction. Your first day on the market sets the tone for everything that follows. We make it count. Strategy 2, pricing that creates opportunity. This is the most misunderstood decision in the whole process. Buyers read price as a signal of quality, of opportunity, of whether a home is even worth their time. Here's something I've watched happen again and again. Buyers shop in ranges. They draw a line, say 2 million, and they search up to it. Price a home $1 over that line, and it disappears from half the searches that should have found it. I've seen homes sit for months because they were positioned just above a natural search threshold. And I've seen homes draw multiple offers because they were priced to create competition instead of avoiding it. We price your home to land in front of the right buyers and to create opportunity, grounded in real market data and how buyers actually shop, not guesswork. Strategy 3, an intentional launch. Your home gets one launch. When a listing is new, it gets a surge of attention from buyers and agents watching the market, and you never get that surge back. So we don't rush. A home that hits the market with missing photos or thin information burns that one shot at a strong first impression. Before your home goes live, the photography, the descriptions, the details, all of it is ready and aligned. Then we time the launch to when buyers are actually paying attention. The goal is a home that enters the market with confidence, not urgency. You only get one first day. We treat it that way. Strategy 4, engaging the agent network. A large share of sales still begin with an agent. The buyer for your home may already be working with someone and may never type your address into a search bar. So your home has to be positioned professionally for the agents who represent serious, qualified buyers. That comes down to credibility. Over 36 years as a local real estate broker, I've built real relationships across the peninsula's real estate community. When I call an agent about a new listing, they know the information is accurate, they know the home was prepared properly, and they know their client will have a professional experience. That trust gets your home in front of buyers who are ready to act, often before a single public showing. Strategy 5, digital visibility that actually works. Today's buyers start online, but here's what most sellers don't realize yet. Buyers don't just search anymore, they ask. They use voice assistants, search engines, and AI tools to ask about a home's location, its features, its value, whether it's even available. And those tools can only recommend what they can clearly read. A listing with thin or inconsistent information gets filtered out. A listing with complete, well-structured data gets surfaced to the right buyers. So we make sure your home's information is organized, complete, and consistent everywhere it appears, built on Coldwell Banker systems and aligned with how people actually search now. If the technology can't understand your listing, it won't put it in front of anyone. We make sure it can. Strategy 6, local presence that leaves a lasting impression. A lot of interest starts online, but on the peninsula, it gets reinforced on the ground. Someone who wants Carmel Valley isn't just scrolling listings. They're driving the roads, eating at the restaurants, watching a specific street for the right opportunity. Our buyers often know exactly where they want to be. So we make sure your home is visible and recognized right where those buyers are already looking, in a way that feels intentional, not intrusive. That local presence sparks the conversations and referrals that turn into qualified interest, frequently before anyone schedules a formal showing. The most motivated buyer for your home may already be in the neighborhood. Strategy 7, negotiation and the path to closing. Everything up to this point creates opportunity. Negotiation is where that opportunity becomes a result and where experience matters most. Price is only one part of an offer. Terms, contingencies, timing, and whether a buyer can actually perform all shape how strong an offer really is. I've watched deals that looked perfect on paper fall apart over an inspection. And I've watched offers that came in low turn into the best outcome a seller could have asked for because the terms were clean and the buyer was certain. We evaluate every offer in that full context, then keep stewarding the transaction through escrow, inspections, and closing so nothing slips through the cracks. The highest number isn't always the best offer. Knowing the difference is the job you hire us for. Those are the 7 strategies we bring to every home we represent, whether your home is a cottage in Carmel-by-the-Sea, a ranch in Carmel Valley, or a family home anywhere on the Monterey Peninsula. But here's the real takeaway. The strategies only matter if they're executed with care and with genuine experience behind them. After 36 years, I've learned that selling a luxury home isn't about clever tactics. It's about thoughtful preparation, honest communication, and steady guidance through a complicated process. If you're thinking about selling on the Monterey Peninsula, the most valuable conversation happens before you list, not after. The 7 strategies I've shared took years to learn, and they're exactly what we'll put to work for you. We'd welcome an honest conversation about your goals. No pressure, no obligation. Visit CarmelLuxuryGroup.com or reach out directly. And if you want to go deeper on any one of these 7, I've linked the full breakdown of each below. I'm William Smith, founding broker of the Carmel Luxury Group at Coldwell Banker Realty on the Monterey Peninsula. Thank you for your time.